Only broken, repentant sinners who humble themselves before a good and holy God get into His house and are justified. And the only acceptable bride price to get you and me into the Father's house was for a perfect bridegroom, the God-man, the incarnate one, to pour out His life, to endure the cup of wrath due us, and to drink every last drop of judgment that we deserve on the cross. The only way into this marriage contract is through scandalous and ill-deserved grace. It is the only acceptable covenant that the Father could agree to. According to Ephesians 1, Jesus purchased us through His blood. Ours was an expensive bride price, not because we're worthy, actually just the opposite, right? He purchased us through His blood, the forgiveness of our trespasses according to the riches of His grace, which He lavished. The word says lavished on us. I don't know about you, but I love that word lavished. I read the NASB. I don't know what it is in the ESV or where you're reading from it. Through faith in Christ, we have been forgiven. Our unrighteousness, our rebellion, our idolatry, our failure to worship and obey the Lord of heaven and earth has been dealt with on the cross through the blood of Christ. And instead, He lavishes His mercy and love on us through His substitutionary sacrifice. Ephesians 2 says, as you will well know, you've been saved by grace through faith, that not of yourselves. It is a gift of God, not as a result of works, so that no one may boast. It's not faith in yourself. It's not faith in faith. It's not faith in your feelings. It's not faith in your church. It's not faith in your prophet, not faith in your religious deeds or activities. It's not faith in your false gods. It's not faith in your postmodernism. It's not faith in Jesus plus your good works. It's not faith in Jesus plus your Eastern mysticism. It is by grace alone, through faith alone, in Christ alone equals forgiveness. And forgiveness isn't all. That's not all 2 Corinthians 5 says. He, God, made Him, Jesus, who knew no sin, to be sin on our behalf, so that we might become the righteousness of God in Him. Now, we are not only forgiven, but in Christ have a positive righteousness, a righteousness not our own. This is called the great exchange, or what we might refer to as the doctrine of imputation, right? On the cross, Jesus took our sinful unrighteousness and gave us or imputed to us His sinless righteousness.